to the Everyday Scrapper. I'm Samantha, and today I'm going to be reviewing a product called the Perfect Printing Pouch. Now what this pouch does is it allows you to print on really tough surfaces, stamp on really tough surfaces, and use pens on really shiny or like textured cardstock or vellum. Or transparencies. And so what this is a powder, and you pat it onto your where you're going to print, and it doesn't allow the ink to bead up, and so it allows you a lot of possibilities of what you can journal on and other stuff like that. So the first thing I'm going to show you are some examples that I've done using the printing powder, and this is a example with the printing powder. And as you can see, it printed really well on the textured cardstock, and you can't even tell that there's like bumps in the ink because there aren't. But on the one without, you can tell really easily that there are bumps, and you might not be able to tell on the video, but I will put pictures on my blog. But if you have these next to each other, I don't know, you can just see that one is a lot clearer than the other. And the one you can see the difference on a lot. This is Hambly paper that had kind of that shine to it. And with is, you can read it, it's very bold. And then without, you can barely make out the T and the H where it went over that shiny part. So this is an example where it shows a lot more because the font was thicker. And then my last example that I have to show you are two stamps. This is with the printing, and as you can see, like the dots are really stand out, and the ink didn't smear, and this powder doesn't allow ink to smear, and it helps it dry faster. And then this was without, and it just smears and kind of moves too much, and that this powder really allows the surface, like the ink, to grab to the surface, and it's not going to go anywhere. So now that I've showed you what the Perfect Printing Powder can do, I'm going to show you how to use it and some tips on how. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start out with a piece of paper or whatever you're wanting to do your stamping, marking, or printing on. And you're going to take the Perfect pouch, and it has these little things to hold on to, and you're just going to tap the powder on there and then rub it in to the surface. And little things, I like to cover the whole surface because it does kind of change the color of your paper, but it's easy to get off if you don't want that to be the color. So the next thing you're going to do is blow it off, or gently tap it off, but not too much. And then you can do your stamping like I did here, or your printing like I did here. So that's how you do it. And some other tips, with this one, when you finish, the width is going to have powder around it. And one really simple way to get the powder off when you're done is with a paintbrush. And just wait till the ink is totally dry, like you know it's dry, and then take the paintbrush and just go over it lightly, and that gets the paper off so that there's not two different colors going on. And the same thing with the cardstock, because you can still kind of see, but I haven't tried real hard to get the powder off yet, but that can happen. So you don't want you don't want it to have two different tones. But in all, this is a really, really great value. So it's going to help resist smearing, bleeding, and also just it like beading up on your project. And it speeds the drying time. And you can use this on transparencies, but you have to add one step. So if this is your transparency and you just put it through the printer, you put your powder on, you put it through the printer. Even if you allow your transparency to dry, you can wipe the ink right off because of the substance that transparencies are made out of. So what you're going to want to do is take like a Krylon like spray, like a fixture, and put that on there so that it like seals the ink onto the transparency. So with transparencies you have to do one other step, but it works really, really well. So if you're interested, I will put the website for the Perfect Printing Pouch at the end of this podcast and also on my blog. So until next time, I hope you stay an everyday scrapper.